And so I recorded myself doing my makeup this morning and my hair, but I don't think I'm gonna post that. Maybe I'll post them on a short or something. I just got home from one of the group meetings. I think it's gonna do me some good to start going to these. I do have an appointment at 3:30 this afternoon, so I'll be picking up Elijah from school, dropping him off at the gym with his buddy, and then heading straight over to my doctor appointment. And I don't know what to wear. I mean, I'm literally in sweats and a Razorback tank, sports bra. I have my necklaces on. I need my medical tag, so I wear my medical tag. And then this is other jewelry. But I managed to get a little bit of makeup on. A little bit of eyebrow. Eyebrows can be a little bit more filled in, but you know, they're better than what they are without being filled in. Some eyeshadow, some liner, a touch of mascara, blush, and lipstick. I lightly put the lipstick on. I'm actually very happy with the way the blush turned out. It's actually one of my eyeshadows in the palette. I really like the way it came out. I'm not trying to look special today. I feel very blah. I woke up blah this morning. The dream I had last night, you guys, was gross. It was just gross. Like, there was more than one part to this dream, but there's one part that I just woke up remembering. And it had to do with my ex. And it was just so... It was very much because he was attracted to me. He still wanted to love me. And it's because I was like all up on his leg for whatever reason. I was like... And like playing with his leg hair or whatever. It was just like weird stuff. And that's literally all it was for like a few seconds, right? Because dream world. And then I guess he took that as an advance. So he started advancing and I'm like looking at him like, oh, I don't want to do this. Like, no, dodging the kisses, you know what I mean? And then I'm looking at him and I'm like playing with his mustache. His mustache is all like looking terrible. It's got a long piece, short piece. It's just looking terrible and I'm playing with it. Mind you, this isn't a dream. This is in a dream that I had last night. But he kept trying, and for whatever reason, I couldn't say no. I was just dodging, you know. The word no never came out of my mouth. And it's just weird. Like, and he took me out to get food, I think as a bribe. It just kept going. And not much longer, I woke up, and I was just like, that's a terrible dream. My goodness. It was just... And my son woke up nauseous today because he decided he was going to stay up until 2 a.m. and then go to sleep and then wake up at 7-ish, 7:20 this morning. He said he could, and I was like, okay, well, we're going to go to the doctor and see what's nauseating because I'm just going to start doing, maybe I won't start doing that, but it is the second time. I was just like, you know what, my kid's telling me something, let's go to the urgent care. It's not going to cost me anything. Thank you, insurance. Thank you. So grateful. Go see what's up. Got there. They're like, oh, you know, just stay hydrated and sleep. And I'm looking at him like, I told you to drink water this morning. I told you I'm just like, I Googled. Nothing made sense other than sleep and dehydration. So I was just like, darn you. Doctor ordered some anti-nausea pills. Perfect. Great. You know, you have some on hand. So they gave him one of the pills at the urgent care and then sent us home. And they were going to give him the whole day off, you know, and I'm looking at them, and then I was just like, you know what, you're not getting the whole day off. Like, my son planned this, you know what I mean? He was asking me yesterday, Mom, because I'm not going to school on Tuesday, can I get Monday off? And I'm like, no. So as soon as I was just like, you know what, no, I went back to tell the nurse practitioner or whatever. I was like, can we send him back to school? Just put on the note he's going back to school. I mean, he's not going to stay home. So I sent his butt back to school. I was like, there's no way you're going to stay home because of this. You're going to suffer the consequences of your choices. Go to school. So it was just like, you know what? Stay hydrated at school. Got plenty of water. He has his flask, so everything stays nice and cool and chilled. But yeah, I sent that child to school. I was like, you are not staying home. No. It's not like you got the flu or anything. You didn't throw up, you just feel nauseated, because if he threw up, he wouldn't have to go to school, or the school would send him home if he vomited. So that didn't happen. So, and it like this freaking kid, I told him, just drink water, just chug it, fill your stomach with water, and you're gonna probably throw up your water if you're gonna vomit, you're gonna throw up that water. Otherwise, just stay hydrated. I love it when I'm right. But I do admit to my wrong, okay? I do admit to it. But if I'm not wrong and you're trying to make me seem like I'm wrong, well, that's a case-to-case findings. We'll see what happens, case by case. Okay, so that's what we're working with. Let's see. Closing my door. This one. I think it's a little too positive. Let's see. I'm definitely wearing denim. Let's go with... I thought I had 3 pairs. Oh, that's right. I wanted to wear this one. I'm so curious. Where the heck is my other one? I was pretty sure there was 3 pants here. One. Hold on. This is concerning. This always happens to me. What happens to my other pair? It's probably... Oh, found them. Okay, found them. Those I wore yesterday, so I'm not going to wear those today. Or did I wear these yesterday? Shoot. Okay. The ones I wore yesterday had a stain on the leg. Okay, it was those ones. Okay, so I'm thinking these. They're like a wider leg, but they're not boot cut or anything. I think it's tapered, because they're not skinnies, but they're tapered. They're actually quite loose. I think I'm gonna do these. They need to be washed. I found them in a bag in my closet. They're actually my sister's and my mom's jeans that they no longer fit into. They just had them in a bag, in a cloth bag in the closet. So I was like, my mama's gained some weight lately. Let's see if these fit me. Okay, and they did. Felt a little bit loose, but not as loose as they used to fit. Because we all gained a little bit of weight. So anyways, those jeans, and because they're a little looser, I can do a fitter forming top, just to keep it balanced. The freaking AC is cold, like, the little thing is freezing. So I could do a t-shirt, a more form-fitting t-shirt. I do have loose-fitting t-shirts, but they're a little more, they're a lot more loose and not baggy, but on the loose end. Excuse me. Oh. Maybe. I was thinking about wearing that top anyway, with actually a different pair of jeans. That was my plan. That was literally the plan I was gonna wear. But then I'm like, meh. That's what we're going with. I've been lazy lately. Like, I don't want to put an actual bra on. I've been really enjoying the sports bra life. It's just how it's going so far. Okay. I'll be back in a second. Okay, this is what we got. This is what we're looking like. Gotta make sure my phone's not touching the power button. Pants are a little bit loose and baggy. I wish I can put you all the way down so you can see what we're working with here, but whatever. Let me try it. See? They're a little bit bigger. But I'm like kind of in this vibe lately. Like, the skinny jeans aren't working for me anymore. Not into it. I'm just not into the skinny jeans anymore. Let's see. Who's sitting on my bed? Okay, let's see. So, yeah. I'm not gonna make breakfast this morning. You see all my silvers? I freaking love them. I love them. I got a white blonde. I would try to make it silver, but I don't want to. I gotta buy the products, and as far as I can tell, the products I see aren't, I mean, they're good. They're not terrible, but it's not like, oh, I want it, you know? So, yeah. I would have done my makeup on, but like I said, everything was a little bit funky. I could do a little bit more, but also I don't care. Let's see. Let's think. I knew that when I pressed play, I had some things to talk about, and now they're gone. Oh. I started with the dream. Yeah, I feel a little blah today. I shared that with the group. It was just, I don't know. Like, I kind of get why the blah is here. And talking that group really allowed me to walk myself through the reasons why, and talking about it in a safe spot where, you know, others are going to listen and not talk at you. It's really comforting, and it allows the brain to de-stress, and they leave, versus somebody throwing positivity at you, and somebody like me feeling guilt because I'm not as positive as you want me to be, or what works for you doesn't work for me. So it's very different for those of us that feel our feelings, and others who just don't care. It's very different. I was feeling pretty blah. I feel tired, but I don't think I'm tired. I should have brought home the paperwork, because, you know, they go over things, and then there's like they work through a little worksheet, you know, talk through it, have discussions. I really enjoy that. I really enjoy that. And the homework isn't homework or like you returning it. Homework is more like you've acknowledged what's going on, and it's really up to the individual to practice skills or identify what is making you feel certain ways, identify the surroundings that are triggering you, identify these things, and do one of two things. Either, well, not one of two things, but definitely learning how to de-stress and allow the trigger to not affect you. And also, if it's something that's just very undesirable and it takes an attack at your sovereignty, your personal boundaries and all that stuff, just remove yourself from the situation and and ultimately stay clear from it. Like, learn to identify it, and if you see it a mile away, turn the other way. You know what I mean? Like that. That's kind of what I'm learning to do. Yeah. Oh, and I have to stay hydrated. I did switch my purse out for spring. I was using before the current bag I'm using. I was using a larger tote type bag. It was that faux leather, that beautiful like honey color leather, beautiful purse. Gold accents, gold tone accents, black finishings. It's a beautiful bag. I love that honey colored leather. Love it. Whether it's faux or real, I love it. I love it. I love it. And I say honey colored because that's what it reminds me of, but I don't know the actual name. I'll show it to you actually. It's in my closet. I could have pressed pause and then like showed up, you know? Okay, so I have things in there. This is how I keep my bags. To keep them in their form, I stuff them with other stuff. And then they go on top of my closet. But this is the bag that I was using. See, isn't that just beautiful? This color is beautiful. The faux does feel faux. I mean, you can tell real leather from fake leather pretty easily. But this is a good imitation. This is a very nice imitation. It's very moldable. It's got a lot of give. You got the little feet there. The gold pieces. Isn't that latch just beautiful? I love it. I love it. The interior is black. Got the little stars and constellations in there. Has a few sections. But yeah, that's it. I love it. I love every part of this bag. This is the bag I'm using now. This is a scarf I bought a while back. I bought it for myself and then I didn't wear it, so I gave it to my sister, and then I found it. She hasn't been wearing it and I took it back. But this is the bag for spring. It's a short one, you know, small and cute. Gold accent zipper. Inside is very nice. It's the same material. It's a little bit more I don't know, flexible, a lot more like that, versus the brown one I just showed you. That one's a little bit stiffer, and this one's really like crunchable. You know what I mean? I do prefer them a little bit more stiff. I do actually have several bags that are a heck of a lot more stiff than the one I showed you. They're more of briefcase, is that what you call them? Where you, like, you put your books in there, your notepads and all that stuff. I do have those kinds of totes. Both of them are a nice powder puff pink. Sorry, I don't know where I came with that word. But like Jigglypuff, you know what I mean? I think that's her name. But like a nice soft pastel pink. Those are the colors I have. Maybe a little bit more pink than pastel, but definitely that tone. I don't feel like showing you, but yeah, I think I got both of them at Burlington. I may have gotten one at Ross, but I definitely know I got one at Burlington because it came with two. I was like, yes. I did buy a green pair also one time. It came with the clutch, and it came with the big tote. I think I ended up throwing the tote away. I used it so much that it was banged up, scratched, and it was just beyond repair. I loved it so much. So yeah, that one got, I'm not sure what happened to it, but I kept the clutch. Yeah, and this is what I got for spring. It's very simple, just throw everything in there. There's one zipper on the inside, and that's about it. This right here is, let me unhook it for you. It's to put your purse on the end of a table. I tried using it at class today, group, whatever, and it didn't fit. So you just kind of go like that, you're hanging your bag. You know those foldable tables? Okay, well there's the table and then like a little part like this. And this didn't go all the way over, and this was like, it was like down here, and it just didn't work out. So I was like, damn, damn it. And then I remembered that's why I stopped using it, because I was going to classes before this year, a long time ago, and we had several of these, but this is the one I found, and it didn't work either because of the same reason. But yeah, and I think it looks cute on the bag. I don't want to put it inside the bag because I will forget that I have it. I don't like that fact about me, but I will forget that I have it. Put it on the inside. And then I'll put the scarf back on it. Oh, it doesn't want to go. Where else do you want to go? Trying to put it back on. My tank, my fish tank, can you see it in the background? Everything in the parameters, everything is looking clean and cute. But the water is a little bit green. Well, yeah. The algae, there's an algae plume in there. It's not bad because nothing is affecting it. I need to check on one of my snails that hasn't been moving. I need to take it out. I'm pretty sure it's dead. But it's like in the freaking substrate. And then to make matters worse, there's another snail that I have yet to find, and I'm pretty sure that sucker's dead too. So yeah, I don't know. And it wasn't because I wasn't feeding them, they just probably never came out. So, I do want to keep this on here. I don't know what I was doing, sorry. Tie a little knot. Actually, you know, see, that looks cute. I think I'm going to put my little thing on that instead. Let's do that. Okay. I'm going to do like this. Like that. I'm going to do a double knot because it's been getting loose. I want the pretty side to show. Okay, there we go. Here we go. I mean, it doesn't have to fully show. I'm not a showy person unless I'm like trying really hard to impress. That comes from church. It may not do it for you, but that's what happened to me. But yeah. So there's that. I don't really want to show you my tank. It looks fine to me. My fish is nice and happy, but It's not like it used to look nice and clear or anything. I want to show you my wig, but then if I show you, I'm gonna put it on. Like I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it on. This is my wig. Don't you just love her? Oh my god. I did cut her hair because it was all one length and it was super heavy. So I gave her some layers. You can't really see them. They are long layers. I did try my best to just, my goal was to thin it out, not necessarily give her layers, but just thin her the heck out. So, yeah, and it works. I don't wear this wig very often. Oh my god, he keeps going. The brush out just a little bit. She looks very blue on camera. She's a little bit more green in person. More of an aqua. It's showing up very, very cool blue on the camera. Ponytail, and I'm just gonna put my hair up. I'm gonna use bobby pins. I don't have them at my fingertips right now. I suck at putting this bad bitch on, okay? But you wanna do the front on the forehead and then flip it backwards. This is not working out. It is not working out. Might wear this after all. But this is my wig. Obviously you'd fix this up, make it inside. Just gonna brush her out a little bit. I rarely wear this wig. I bought this wig on impulse, but I did think about it for 2 days before I bought it, so maybe not too much impulse. I really like it. I should have really bought an orange one because I went ginger for a while professionally, and then I just started recapping my own ginger look, and it really sucked. I should have kept up with the stylist, but whatever. I really want to try and get them to do curtain bangs, because I can kind of shorten them out and spread them apart. But yeah, I really like the full bang though. Oh, there you go. That looks better. That's cute. Okay. Is my hair coming out back here? Just right here. This does have the little not hair clips. I do have hair clips. I could sew some on actually. I do have extra hair clips when I used to wear extensions in high school. But nah, I just don't want to. Maybe one day when I'm like needing a project, you know, maybe I'll get it done. I'm gonna pull it nice and forward to cover my natural sideburn. Yeah. I think I'm gonna end up wearing it. It looks really good on camera, but you know, camera is camera, not reality. I had to teach that to my child. It's one of the reasons why I don't edit my videos. I think we've got in the habit of like instant satisfaction or whatever, and it's really bad for your health at the rate that people are doing it nowadays, especially children. So yeah, I will not be editing any of my videos, probably ever. I might have to fix it a little bit, but I think it's looking pretty good. This is my wig. I do have pink makeup. No, it's alright. Can you hear the people in the background? Probably not. But this is it. I'm gonna keep it on. It's got nothing better to do. Maybe once I'm done recording, I'll fix my hair underneath it. That way it's not showing through. But I do have it pulled forward enough where it shouldn't do that. So I should really get some dry shampoo. It would really help turn down the shine a little bit. When I first got it, was it a little bit more curly? It looked different when I first got it. I do have another wig that I added tracks to. It was a very, very thin hair compared to this one. This is a very full set of hair on a wig. The other wig I have was a lot less full, and I had extra extensions available to me. I've had them for a while, so I just sewed those suckers in. It was a different color. So it did create like a, I don't know what you would call it, like the top is this beautiful not cinnamon color, but like, I don't really want to take it out of my bucket. But a really nice, you know, level 7 brown, blonde, really, really pretty. And then the tracks that I added were white. We're talking like white. So I sewed those in, and then I let them sit in hot water. I can't remember if it was boiling water, but it was definitely hot water. Just to loosen the curls, because the curls were just, if you've ever had a wig, at least a synthetic wig, and it's curled, it's a mess. Oh my god, it's a freaking nightmare. So I softened them up in the hot water, and I laid them flat to dry, and it looks so much better. So much better. I think eventually I'm gonna redo it, like put them in hot water and then add like a nice wave to it. Not a curl, just like a wave. So like maybe putting a water bottle or something and rolling it up, maybe, I don't know. We'll find out when I feel like it, but it's definitely a thought. Oh my goodness. Have you guys ever felt blah? Like, Maybe it's just my depression creeping in, because at group I was very symptomatic of depression. That's what I was presenting, and I recognize that now. But yeah, I did watch a couple of readings, because even though they're whatever to me, it's just what I've been watching lately, along with jewelry auctions and stuff like that. I kind of skipped through the unboxing because I can't stand the sounds of the bag. It's crunchy. It's so not cute. It's not cute. Like, if it works for you, great. But don't go around telling so-and-sos like me that, yeah, you tried it. Like, no thank you. No thank you. I really enjoy my Oracle cards. I really do. I'm going to pick a few cards. I'm going to do it for me, and then I'll open it up to you. I don't know. The public readings, at least the ones I find on, YouTube and whatnot, I just don't like it. It feels very, what's the word? Not optional, but very, I guess, interpret. I don't know. It's very Bible-esque to me, just because the way the Bible was taught to me throughout the years, up until my deconstruction and my renouncing Christianity. It's very reminiscent of that. Like, this is what this verse says in this chapter, and then you got the scholars, putting it in context, and it's still like, they don't even trust the work they found. Especially apologists, it's like, you've practiced this and you repeat it, but they're just doing a job. Anyways, it goes on into La La Land. Okay, so here's my cards. Let's point you down. I'm trying to look back. Do I have a mess back there? Ignore it. I used to light incense a lot. I buy incense and I light it up. I have a knot of sage. Every once in a while I light that up. I don't have any more incense now. I've used it all. I really like going to, what is it called? Earth Elements in Palm Springs is really nice. And Moccasins in the mall is really nice. Those are usually the only two places I get incense. I don't like purchasing online. I'm skeptical about online purchases. Every time I do it, I'm not inclined to technology. So that's just it. I always say technology hates me, so. Alright, let's pull 3 cards for me, because that's one of the... what is it called? Spreads? Yeah. It's one of the spreads. We got a card a day, 3 card, 4 cards, sorry. Words today. No wording. I'm gonna do it a little bit more profesh. Take a deep breath. Breathe out. Okay. We're doing a 3 cards today, so let's just figure it out. Shadow I don't like that card, but whatever. I don't think that's the card that I was supposed to pick out. It's not a bad thing, it's just there was a card before it that I should have picked out, and I didn't. Divine Masculine and Gratitude. See how like I'm kind of second guessing myself today? That happened yesterday, and I was triggered. I triggered myself, honestly, the other day. So I know why my last couple of days were. Yesterday I was second guessing everything when it came to making dinner. And I know everybody has problems with their parents, or maybe not. Maybe I had perfect parents, but my mom is a big trigger for me. She knows how to gaslight me, and she knows how to really trigger me. And I've learned how to not be triggered by her, right? I've learned to kind of separate myself from her. But that being said, there are days where I'm a little bit more lighthearted and open. And unfortunately, on those days, I listen to the bullshit instead of just disregarding it. So I can't remember what she said, but she definitely said something. And looking back at it now, the words that she shared had me second guessing myself and like, oh, wait a minute, do I want to do this? I'm not sure I did this right. So yeah, so I'm coming off that. It's gonna last, hopefully it goes away today. I'm pretty hopeful, because I recognize it, I'm letting it go, blah 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 blah. But yeah, my mom is just, I don't know. We're all gonna be in a better space once I don't live here anymore. Well, that's a whole story in itself too. I'm not gonna explain that. But yeah, she's a big problem in my life. It's like one of those things where I'm adulting and I'm fixing myself, all the things that my parents weren't parenting, and then giving them the grace, like, okay, well, they didn't get this, and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay, well, I need grace for myself now. You know what I mean? And I can't be living with the individual that hurt me and still expect to heal, And then when she believes that she's changing, I don't believe it, because after so many years, all I believe is that she's lying. So it doesn't help anybody to stick around. That being said, I am job searching, and I'm going to get some reliable help, because I struggle in that way too. When I look for help or ask for help or get help, it's unreliable, and it always leaves me shorthanded or whatever. And that's not to say that I don't try. I think I overly put myself in, like I overdo it. I go every day, I go early, I get everything you need before you need it. I have it, like I'm always ready and expecting someone to give me what I put in, and I'm always let down. So hopefully with this new route that I'm going, I'll get proper help, and hopefully find a career that I stick to for the long run. That's my hopes. Okay, that being said, I think I'm just going to do one card. I don't even want to do the 3 cards right now. I'm going to do a card of the day. Give me something to meditate on. Ooh, la, la, la. All kinds of bullshit is coming out of this damn stack for me today. All kinds of bullshit. Let's check out what past life means. I call it bullshit. Today in class, we're all sharing, and it was my turn to share, right? Volunteered to share, right? And I was like, yeah, I'm going to spend the rest of my life shedding the bullshit. It was funny. I meant it. I genuinely meant that. Okay. Number 14 has a really long entry. This is all, and it's continued on the next paper. So again, past life, it's reversed for you, but past life. Alright, past life. You are being drawn to sacred spaces, ancient knowledge, past lives, ancient wisdom, and holy gifts. The connection to your current relationship or situation has deep roots and is perhaps much more than you may have anticipated. Dive into ancient wisdom for your answers at this time. Drawing this card can indicate past life connection, karmic contacts, karmic contracts, vow commitments, or even feelings of atonement. Draw another card if additional clarity or direction in how to proceed is required. You can meditate with the pyramid to access ancient magic, create sacred space, welcome informative galactic downloads from the universe, and encourage ascension for your body, mind, and spirit. It does say continued on the next page. It says the symbol pyramid, and it gives a little explanation. Pyramids are sacred sites, holy places, and vortexes for magic, healing, and the afterlife. Many wise and advanced ancient cultures constructed these mysterious monuments during their existence. Okay, so it's interesting. Drawing this card actually is confirmation for me, and I haven't used that word in a long time, because I used it a lot in my Christian walk. I do believe I've gotten this far because of it. Like, I was like, I want the truth, God, Jesus, if I'm going this way and He's leading me this way, then that's where He's supposed to be leading me. The church was always like, no, that's the bad, don't go there. Don't listen to that bullshit. Past life. So, as I was reading, it was really interesting to me. You're being drawn to sacred spaces, ancient knowledge, past lives, and ancient wisdom, and holy gifts. Those words in particular have been coming up a lot for me in the readings that I watch on YouTube, which is interesting to me. Those words, those subjects. So it's in alignment. The connection to your current relationship or situation has deep roots and is perhaps much more than you may have anticipated. I do believe that's in regard to my relationships and the way situations pan out, like the work, my career, job, work, and my mental health, and body, mind, soul, and spirit healing, really. I don't really think soul and spirit are the same thing, but maybe they are, maybe they're not, whatever. But yeah, it really is. It's definitely something. And then divine ancient wisdom. That's another thing that's been coming up a lot for me. As far as tapping into entities that are not visual to me, but I can definitely feel their presence, and I can definitely... They do try to communicate with me through outside materials, life, interactions with strangers, things happening, and I catch it, and it, chimes something in my brain. And like I said about the readings that I've been watching, prior to those videos, I was trying my hardest to connect with my ancestors, particularly my grandma on my mom's side, for whatever reason. She was the one I was trying to connect with. And after that is when all these things started showing up. And the Archangel Michael follows me. He's very much a guide for me. I don't give him all the credit that I used to give him before. I was like, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't give him enough credit now, but I do recognize that he is with me. That's not to say Jesus isn't. It's just Michael is the name that I use. But yeah, so that's definitely resonating for me. And as far as the life connections, karmic contracts, vows, commitments, and even feelings of attachment, that chimes in as well. Me letting go of relationships that I really wanted to work out, like me and my mom, me and my sister, me and old friends, me and my ex, things like that I really wanted to try again for like the 5th, 6th, 7th time, you know. And I just have to accept that it's not going to work. And also the karmic contracts and whatever else it's mentioning, feelings of attachment. I mean, that all kind of chimes in with what I was talking about. So I think as reading this, it allows me to kind of embody it inside my mind. Like I get the download, and it really just works itself out. For me, it may not for you. It's everybody. We're all individuals, so we have different upbringings and so on and so forth. So this definitely resonates with me, and taking it with what it's worth. I'm definitely working towards it. Using the past life to really get my future that I want. I mean, it sucks that I'm the one doing all the work, you know, and then they're not recognizing the work because they don't want to do the work. They don't recognize that they have to. So that's an issue. But again, they're relationships and connections that are not going to work, and I have to accept that and move on. As hard as that may be right now, it's my finances are what's the hurdle right now. So, yeah. Okay, I want to do one for the viewer. I know I said that I don't really like that. At least from like what I've watched, and they're like, oh, it's a bunch of people, and you know, take with resonates, and there's all kinds of ways it can be interpreted. If you don't know me by now, I'm just going to give you the facts. I'm going to read from what it says, and it either doesn't or does work with you, you know. So I'm just going to give it raw to you, and we'll see what happens. That was quick. Friendship. Okay. Number 17. Alright. Both of them came out pretty fast. Alright, so here you go. It's 2 arrows. Friendship, number 17. And here's what it says. It's got a tiny little entry. This wig makes me itch. A new ally, positive support, community, and camaraderie. That's all it gets better. Camaraderie? Yeah. Meditate when you want more harmony and peace in your community. Also used to draw new alliances and friends. Oh, how sweet. Symbol arrows. We're down here now. A Native American symbol of two arrows crossed signals peace, friendship, and the end of war. Wow. The end of war. That's beautiful. And if I might add, while I was at break at the meeting, I saw an old friend, and because of the way I was feeling at the time, I didn't really want an interaction. I was questioning how the interaction would go, just because the last time we spoke, I kind of just left them dry, and it was kind of a little bit of heat there. And also, I just wasn't feeling it today. Like I said, I kind of woke up feeling blah today. So I wasn't really interested in saying hi or having any kind of conversation. And then after meeting, she caught me, and she's like, "Hey, Lissa." And I'm not one to be like, "Oh, hey," from across the room, from across the street. I don't do that. And if I do, it's genuine. Usually it's with like an aunt, and I'm saying, "Oh, that's my aunt," as I'm walking towards them. I don't shout and stay there. That's rare. That I'll shout, be like, "Hey, Tia Stella," or "Hey, so-and-so." Very rare that I do that. It's just not me. But she was like, "Hey, Alyssa." And I didn't take it as a bad thing. But I really wasn't in the mood. And she kind of recognized that too. She's like, "Hey, Liz." I was like, "Hey, girl, I don't holler back. I'm just walking." Or, no. She's like, "Hey, listen." I kind of waved at her. I was like, "Hey," but kind of kept my head down. And she's like, "Are you alright?" And I go, "No, I don't holler back, girl. I'm just walking." And that was pretty much it. I don't know if I feel like she was like, "Oh, what's wrong?" Or if she really was. But I definitely wasn't in the headspace or anything like that to have any kind of conversation. I really needed to be separated. Which tends to be my go-to action. I just kind of separate, dissociate, and just isolate. Those are my coping strategies, and I definitely need to change those, work on them, which is what I'm hoping for these groups, that they might encourage me to change and give me tools and things like that. So yeah. What's on the bottom? Transmute. You can look up transmute if it's something you want to do. It does say transmute. TRNSMUTE. You can look it up, or let's just read it. 44, almost at an hour, so I'll try to shut up soon. Okay, transmute. To transmute is to convert one energy into another. The snake is a powerful symbol of transmutation. You are being invited to accept its gift of shedding to help you process something important. Use this ability to make magic by transmuting the snake's energy into something new and beneficial for your growth. Meditate on this symbol when you need some assistance in changing the energy in your life. So, those are my last words for today, guys. I love you. Stay cool.